Navarro. He's the one that organized it. Do you know Professor Armando Navarro?
Heard of him probably, yeah.
He's
I have that awful textbook over there.
2 awful textbooks.
Also, too.
unbelievable.
He's Mr. La Raza, Take Back Everything.
Beyond. And the whole reason this is going forward, he's the one that organized it.
Okay. I have a feeling De Leon might not show up. They're probably calling him right now.
Look, here's the textbook.
Okay, great.
See, it does exist.
Look at
They tell us
this
it's
is the
not real.
textbook.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's just
It's
imaginary.
just over there on the table. Yeah, no, the guy that wrote it.
Okay. Oh, you didn't get in the right line? Okay.
Back to the line.
Behind the line.
Back up. Back up.
Behind the line.
Yes, ma'am.
You got it, ma'am. Just as long as they don't put me in the back of the bus.
It's really kind of interesting.
This is what our tax dollars paying for. Keep it in mind.
That's
What our
right.
tax dollars are paying for.
I think we should.
Taxpayers' money.
They're
You
missing.
can always file a complaint. Keep that in mind.
That's right.
This is taxpayers'
Payers money.
and you can file a complaint.
We did.
Likely pop up and say, if it doesn't, then we'll put you on a separate list and you'll be recognized.
Very good.
Quando seja maior.
Can I just take a look? El plan de 6 de mayo? Okay.
Listen, we want to get in and
Okay.
get seated.
Right.
So
I agree. Just keep it down.
we just want to get seated.
That's giving them the power.
We get something done. You know, because I have people telling me you're putting your life in danger, you're not going to get anything done. What do you say about that?
Who in the group wants to rob a bank with me?
We're.
Who in the group wants to rob a bank?
Make sure to smile for the camera next time.
Who in the group wants to rob a bank?
I'm just going to be polite. I'm just being polite.
We're going to rob a bank
Okay.
and announce it.
Now, which bank do you want to rob?
So, Gary,
Gary, my name and your name is on the list.
Is or isn't it?
Yes.
Mine should be on the
she
list.
said if it's not, you're still going to get in.
I'm sure I'll roll on there.
Yeah, we're gonna. Oh yeah, we're gonna get in. Don't worry.
If they cancel Kevin De Leon, we can document it. And leave.
Yeah, we should be holding this stuff accountable.
Gary thinks maybe there were some of them.
Oh, we're still getting the coffee. It should be here shortly. Oh, okay. Sorry.
We're still gonna get the coffee? Okay. Okay. We're wondering where the coffee is. We're still working on it.
How about the donuts?
They're cheap. I mean, they spent all that taxpayer dollars on those textbooks. You think they could get some donuts?
Okay, wait, that's Armando Navarro right there.
The guy in the black shirt?
You know what? He looks like he's had a stroke.
They might try to change it.
Got it. Done.
That's what they're saying. Okay. They're going to change it or modify it.
Look at that. They're bringing water. Yeah. Okay.
Impressive, we're stressing.
At least it shows that they're
Okay. I'm going to check out, guys. We'll be putting it back in a sec. Oh, no, I'll keep it going.
What do you say to the people that say our efforts are meaningless, we're not getting anything done, and we're going to put our life in danger?
Well, first of all, our lives are not in danger. And second of all, we have, I mean, tell them about Senate Bill 54. It's already been stalled.
Yeah, but you did, however, I'm sorry, I don't know if it happened to you, you did get hurt and phone taken away.
My phone was stolen, but everybody pitched in and helped me get a new one, which I'm using right now.
Awesome.
That's how we do it. We're not going to be deterred. Oh, wow. Water. Yeah. I paid for that water. Just like I paid for this microphone. Okay. So, what have you told them when they ask you that?
It's just, what are you supposed to do?
I'm not gonna
live as a sheep or take crap as a sheep. Or,
no, lion.
Or a lion, exactly.
That's it. We don't have to sit anywhere. It only takes 12 people to change the world.
They say that if you get your things done, they may label you as a domestic terrorist, and they may cause a fall.
Well, they already arrested 7 of them at the May Day. They arrested Antifa. They arrested them. Yes, they did.
No, but don't they do it to me?
They didn't arrest you, did they?
No, but
you were thrown out of the meeting.
Does anybody know where Mary Newman went?
They say
she's over here.
They say if I keep fighting, they'll create a false event, and the media will be on their side, and then they'll.
Okay, but terrorism means violence, so you haven't hurt anybody, so then it doesn't work.
No, but they'll make
They have redefined terrorists.
Yeah, but they'll make.
Are they doing it now?
No, they have redefined NDAA Act. They have redefined terrorists.
The special interest.
If you're doing something, if you're an activist out there, that's terrorism.
No, it's not.
No, they're trying to redefine.
Okay, they're trying. Okay, they haven't done it, and it won't fly.
NDAA.
Remember, and this is something I was going to tell them. Ricardo Lara tried to shut down every Christian college in the state with that Senate Bill 1146, and federal law got involved. Now, isn't that strange? They bowed down to federal law when it comes to the First Amendment on some issues, but they won't bow down to federal law when it comes to the enforcement of immigration laws.
Because of the Obamacare thing, I bet there's going to be a whole new slew of town halls for the.
Oh, I'm looking forward to them.
I know.
I'm looking forward to them.
And you know, it's funny too.
They're outraged.
Maxine Waters will have to do one.
Oh, somebody's circulating.
Maxine Waters.
We did a Luis Gutierrez a couple years ago.
I saw that.
That was actually a Karen Bass event.
Yes, it was. I remember.
And, so I'd signed up, and for 2 years I never once got an email from her, and I've gotten like 10 in the last few weeks.
10 emails from Bass saying don't show up.
No, just like saying,
for town halls coming up.
What do you do about Obamacare? What do we do about this? Like she never sent out anything.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got
confused. And they're so freaked out.
Yes, they are.
She's now activating her email list saying, "Hey, we got it."
And Karen Bass.
For 2 years.
Karen Bass also. She was on BBC yesterday when I'll call it Trump Care. When Trump Care passed, she went on the news about it.
That's the problem, is that it is Trump Care. That's not good. See, the problem is, like, I think it's a good thing overall.
Yes, it is, but it still needs work.
But it's still government health care, which means it'll eventually evolve into single payer and all that.
How is it government health care?
Well, isn't it still administered by the government? The government services?
People are able to get out. People won't get taxed.
I understand there's no longer the mandate, but what I'm saying is, well, I shouldn't say we, but what I wanted was to completely repeal Obamacare.
Okay.
No replace.
I agree.
And just let the market take over, and they're not doing that. They're still having a government apparatus to administer the...
What time is it?
The conference begins at 9, but we want to be the first ones in line. That's why we got here so damn early.
But I do agree it's an improvement. It's a major improvement.
I agree, and it still needs work.
And the way I look at it is we have two options. We could have Hillary and then go into single payer, or we could have Trump and have an improvement.
And are you off the single payer train now? Because we talked about that.
Well,
I don't want the post office in charge of my health care.
No, I don't want a government takeover.
But public option is a government program.
Well, if it is, I'm not for it.
So
if it is, I'm not for it.
Okay, yeah. I agree with you. We got a lot of work to do.
If it's a non-taxable, 100% privately financed, not-for-profit option, then I'm for it.
The problem is that you and I are financing it if it's government, and that's bad.
Okay, well, if people are not financing the government, then I'm for it.
Good.
Look, it's just a compromise.
Yeah, right now, because what they also need to do is they need to nuke the filibuster entirely. Because what they keep chipping at it, I think get rid of it. Because we are seeing a total hijacking of our state now.
People say America's the only industrialized country that doesn't have, guaranteed health care.
And it's the only country where the lifespan still remains long. Where
no, they say other countries have longer lifespans.
You know why? Because they don't count the stillborns. They don't count they don't count all the lives that are lost. Cuba especially is notorious for this. A baby is born stillborn. They don't count it as a life at all. They don't count it as mortality. It's a total scam.
I'll tell you why I do like the healthcare plan, though. So the Freedom Caucus, they voted against the first version of it, which to me is good, because if they don't like it, then it's probably bad.
And they supported it this time.
Then
we went and saw Ted Lieu, and what did Ted Lieu say? Ted Lieu said
It's more to the right.
It's more to the right. It's more radical, and then the Freedom Caucus supported it, and then a bunch of rhino lefty Republicans are the ones that were against it.
Yeah.
So right there, you know,
We're clearing out the caucus.
It's a better deal.
Well, except for Thomas Massey, he's not a rhino. He's very.
I don't know that there was a list of the Republicans
20
that voted no.
20 voted no, and some of them.
And they wrote about all of them, and they were all. I mean, I don't know who all. Most of them were just names. I don't know who most of them were, but I'm like, come on, if they're voting against it, they're rhinos. I mean, you know they are.
Not Massey.
That's fine, but no, I don't know who that is. I'm just saying. Like,
Thomas Massey is a member of the Freedom Caucus, and he's hardest of hardcore. He's like Rand Paul.
Fine. But what I'm saying is, if the Freedom Caucus was against it the first time and then supported the second one, and then a bunch of rhinos were against the second one, to me,
you have to check this out. Okay, this whole thing is full of garbage, but this one in particular. Trump has threatened to use nuclear weapons to force Mexico to build the wall.
I need a copy of that. Where is it? Where's that thing?
She has it.
Oh, she got rid of him?
No, I took a copy of it. I'm posting it.
Of course she took him away.
I've got one in my bag.
Good for you. Oh my God, that is embarrassing.
A radiation field, that's better than a wall.
How about electricity?
Barrios are not politically organized. Really? I don't know if I agree with that.
What's not politically organized?
They're barrios. Yeah, I don't agree with their barrios are very politically organized. That's why they're all run by Democrats.
Demo rats.
Where did you get this?
They were on the table.
I think they're going to throw them away. You watch.
But we weren't supposed to.
So just remind me, so Tressie, did you record the fact that there was a whole stack of them? Can you show it to, or? Okay. Can I see the?
I have something just as good. You see the books over there? Watch. Look at the textbook that this guy wrote. Oops.
Oh Lord.
Hang on, I gotta.
Why did you find answer?
What about mine? Shopper. I tried to sign up again and they said you're already registered. So we're not having anything else.
I have my ticket. So then why are people fighting back?
There are people fighting back
We are fighting back.
on the Bundy issue.
No,
Yeah, they aren't that
there.
They are.
Oregon, yeah.
The family is organizing. Do you give me their information?
That's why these kids are. Were you there in Anaheim? No, I was there. These kids are so. It's sad. It's comical.
Well, I don't know if you heard me right now. I was talking to Robin. See, the most important thing for Trump to do, he needs to deport the Dreamers in the DACA.
Make sure to say illegal.
No, but just it's a generality because that's who's fighting us in these meetings.
They're the radicals.
It's all the anchor babies that are fighting us and the DACA people. If he got rid of all of them, they would be going to half of these meetings. They wouldn't even be here.
That's right.
We're only going to these meetings because he wants to get away with it. Because he doesn't have political capital to do it. I don't think he's like lying or breaking a promise. I think he did the travel ban and he saw the result. And he's like, I'm not deporting DACA. Because he's just like, they're going to be in the airports again. What do you think?
About retiring?
Yes, I did.
Who's retiring?
Kennedy.
Is it for sure?
When was that announced?
It's supposed to be imminent.
Okay, that's why we need to get rid of him. He's a rhino. He's a rhino.
Yeah, he's a flip-flopper.
And then we got to get rid of Ginsburg, and then we got to. So they're gonna die soon. I mean, my lord.
Looking really bad.
She like you see her in those photos. She's shriveled up and not paying attention.
She's in the worst.
And now that Scalia's gone, because they were buddy.
She's not gonna quit until she absolutely. She's gonna die there.
Yeah, I mean,
A lot of them die. I mean, it's a cush job. You're like set for life.
I don't understand why she didn't retire during Obama's
Power because
Hillary was going to win. They all thought Hillary.
And remember, there are 54 Republicans now. So
see, the thing is, they could not believe that someone who's never been in politics before could ever win. That's the system they've made, and they love that system. And that's why they just will be like, oh, Trump's never going to win. You know, everything's about Hillary.
did Harim decide not to?
he's sick. He can't make it.
I got a good question for Ted Lieu. You know, he did that Ministry of Truth thing.
Oh, I know.
Say, did you make that because you thought Hillary was going to win and she was going to censor all of us?
Oh, like that was early on,
and
yeah.
I'd be like, well, it's for the Constitution. Russians, you know, because that's what they claim.
I was thinking about that. We had so much fun there. I like when we went Lion Ted. We took over the well. I saw the video. That was perfect what we did. And then he kept like, he couldn't, what was it? Because I had said a few times, I had said, okay, I have one more question. I was like, thank God. And he's like, you could leave now. We really triggered that guy. It was great. And he threw you out. I got to tell you something. You were like a sacrificial lamb. He threw him out and it was bad. It didn't look good when he threw you out. So he didn't touch anybody else. She was out of control.
He had remarkable patience, though. I was pretty surprised that he went as long as he did. Before
I didn't even have my bullhorn either.
Yeah.
I was pretty impressed by that.
Look at all this food. I want coffee.
Terry gets riled up right away.
I know. He couldn't handle it.
He was like, you know, you can tell
Don't say anything in front of Betty.
What?
About how bad I was.
And you notice how Quintero had to keep it, he could not go off in the city council?
He was quiet.
He had to keep it, yeah.
Well, because of what it was. I mean, it was just public comment. Once again, he can't do anything anyway.
Yeah.
And we weren't doing anything but going to public
But the others were, and you called him out on that. And I got to submit that to the DA. He was translating for the public comment. I got to still submit that to the DA's office.
That was weird.
I haven't given that to the DA yet.
Okay, I got something. Let's see how many know. Do you know the FBI never examined Podesta's server? And the only way you can determine a hack is by examining the actual server.
And they haven't done that,
They
which
have
would
not
totally
done that.
debunk what we've been saying. The Russians had nothing to do with
what
it.
they did? How they got that information?
They made it up.
No. It was a company the DNC hired to examine the server, and they took what DAX.
What time is it?
8:25.
Oh, weren't we supposed to register at 8?
8:30.
Oh, 8:30. Oh, they changed it.
The thing about the agencies, this is WMDs and weapons of mass destruction all over again. That was the same thing. It's all 16 agencies. There's WMDs.
But there were WMD.
Well, whatever the case was, I'm just saying that
They found them. They found gas. They found missiles.
They were
They found.
considered as liars for that, and they're lying again.
Hey, thanks for. Thank you. You didn't get
But
my
it's
hat.
so insulting, though. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
Trump had all the rallies that everybody showed up to, and Hillary couldn't get anybody to come to anything.
That one in Ohio, she was coughing her lungs out. Do you
We were
remember?
supposed to believe that she got 68 million votes or whatever. It's like,
What is it?
Did you get our picture?
I think so.
He
Yeah.
did, yeah.
Just taking group
Right
pictures.
there.
Yeah, he's just saying who's here.
I'm putting on his website or whatever.
I hope he got the hat.
He's putting it through his facial recognition.
For John Podesta. Probably.
8:30. No, we have to.
We're still waiting. Lord of mercy. Oh, I'm sorry.
Patience is a virtue.
Yeah, I'm running out of it.
You're not a very virtuous person.
We're not going to do that then.